Hello and welcome to the Inside Indian Football episode number 87. I think more than maybe 120 weeks since we have been doing Inside Indian Football, and it's been a great journey with you guys. अभी आप देख लो कि मैं डिफरेंट टाइम जोन पे बैठा हूँ. कुछ हर टाइम एक जगह नहीं मिल पाती है लाइव करने की, बट thankful to the clubs, Bundesliga clubs who have provided us all the stuff we needed to do this show. For example, we have not missed the show. Last week also we did it. This week we also did it, and I think everything is going amazingly well. Till now here in Germany, and lots of stuff going on in the Indian football. And not just the transfer market. The national team is very busy. There is a Hero Intercontinental Cup which is going to start in the June. Then there is a SAF Championship. Then there is the AFC Under 23 Championship qualifiers announced. Asian Games announced. Already the way the Under 23 team is going to play. Then there is a Kings Cup. Then there is Madrika Cup in between. India Under 17 team is going to play the final round of the AFC Under 17 Championship, which will act as a World Cup qualifier in Thailand next month. सो मेरे लिए भी बहुत वो है कि कहाँ जाऊँ कहाँ नहीं जाऊँ. आई वांटेड टू वॉच इंडिया वर्सेस पाकिस्तान इन सैफ चैम्पियनशिप, बट नाउ यू गाइज हैव बीन टेलिंग मी अगेन एंड अगेन दैट वी शुड go to Thailand to cover the Indian under 17 team. During that 15 days tournament, the Hero Intercontinental Cup will goes on in Odisha, plus SAF Championship will also start in Bangalore. So uh, very busy calendar for the national teams, and of course the women's team is going to be also active. And I think maybe the planning bit, the FF part, could they have given the boys at least 2 or 3 weeks, pre-season season off, and then started the national team calendar in a way that by the time national team games ends, the July the pre-season for the clubs start, because end of July, we know that Durand Cup will be also starting their games. So I think for our footballers, the national team footballers, 27 players who are in the camp right now, they don't have any off season this season, and the next calendar season, which is coming from in July and August, with Durand Cup, with ISL, then there is the international games, then there is the AFC Cup. We don't want player like Chetri, Grupri, Changte, our top footballers, to be fatigued. So I think only complaint from my side would have been, could maybe this have been adjusted in a way that the our boys could at least got 2 weeks rest after the ISL, and then they could have come back and do the national team. But I know that it's not easy for the coaches, national team coaches, to schedule games and everything. So maybe they wanted the boys on the top of the fitness. They didn't want to give them the preseason type of break, so they might not come in a proper shape. So I think that's the only complaint I have. And thank don't use religious इंट्रोडक्शन प्लीज़. मैंने तो कोई गणेश नायक कोई रिलीजियस इंट्रोडक्शन तो मैंने कोई वर्ड यूज़ नहीं किया है भाई. आई एम द लीस्ट पर्सन हु इन्वॉल्व एनीथिंग पॉलिटिकल एंड रिलीजियस इन इंडियन फुटबॉल. And already everybody is looking for chai pio Thursday routine. Hi, I have a request. Can you tell the fixture of Indian football at one place of what category? Can't find fixture in one place. That's good. Abhichari will do that. I think maybe we will put out Indian national football team calendar from the youth teams to everywhere at one article, and we'll share that article. Thailand के draw में लग बहुत अच्छा है. नो पुया सुरेश नॉट एलिजिबल. सो आई थिंक वो आएंगे अंडर 23 के टीम पे भी आएंगे हम, कि देयर इज़ अ अपडेट ऑन द कोच साइड दैट हु what's will Igor Stimac is going to coach the India under 23 team, or will we see a different set of coach. So I will let you guys know. So hello and welcome everybody. कल किसी का एग्ज़ाम है, अगर आपका आशीष नेगी स्टैंड भाई फ़ोटो कहाँ कहाँ से ढूंढ के ला रहा है भाई, तू कमाल कर दिया है. ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द एग्ज़ाम पे ध्यान दो. भाई ये गलत टाइम तो नहीं गलत टाइम नहीं लिख दिया था. एक्चुअली 5:30 ही करना था इंडियन टाइम पे, बट इशू क्या हो गया कि बिकॉज लास्ट वीक पे आप लोग कैमरा फुटेज क्वालिटी के लिए थोड़ा इशू करे, तो वी मैं अपने आईपैड को यूज़ कर रहा था, तो to just to get iPad aligned with the Mac and everything took some time. So I think उसकी वजह से हो गया. So I think let's start the show. EFC under 23 is tough because only best second will go and to the main play. एंड बेस्ट सेकंड में भी इंडिया के ये है कि जो इंडिया की टीम में फोर्थ टीम है against China, against Maldives, for example, the result will not count for the second place rank. So ultimately, whoever wins in India versus China game most likely to go through, if we consider UAE is the team who's going to finish one. So in ideal result for India is defeat China, try to defeat UAE, or pick a draw with them. So I think Brendan will be back during the SAF, maybe. Yes, I think so. I think he'll join the camp soon, but we can't confirm it until unless he comes. So I think let's start the show. What is the time in Germany? It's 2:21 p.m. Indian kids just had their psychology session with the FC Osbek psychologist, and they had the lunch, and now they have in the hotel for the rest. In the meantime, the KNTV team keep on working to bring the more video content for you guys, and I hope that you guys are watching what we are trying and what the type of content we are bringing for you guys. Not easy, what we are trying to do, and only thing which are asking from your side is to support us, not monetary, but just watch the videos, just like and comment them, just share among Indian football fans, your family members. We just need a good response to all the videos. We're getting good response, but I think it could be better. So that's the only request for you guys. If it's great if you can watch it from different devices or share with your family members or friends and everything. I will try to be a bit louder. Just give me 1 second, because of course we are not using any external mic. So that's the reason the sound might be a bit less. Is there any improvement in India under 17 in your eyes, Mirwan? See, I'm not qualified person to say that, very honestly. And I think we'll come to the show, but let me answer this question, then we'll move ahead in the show. I'm not qualified because I'm not a coach, I'm not a professional scout, I'm just like a fan, you guys. But for me, all the Indian youth teams are special. I've been watching these youth teams since Uttam Rai batch in 2012. Daniel Arampuya, Uttam Rai, those were the players in 2012 when they went to IMG Reliance in USA. That was our first youth team which I followed from very passionately and everything. But one thing, I had two interviews with Stuttgart under 16 and under 17 coaches, which you guys can watch. They are the two training sessions on the YouTube channel, on KNTV YouTube channel, which you can watch. Both the session were led by under 16 head coach of Stuttgart, under 17 head coach of Stuttgart under 17 team, and both the coaches have said very interesting thing, and I think which will be surprising which was surprising for me also, and I think it will be surprising for everyone. And I think you guys will be also be surprised by the fact that they told me that Indian boys, they look better dribbler, the dribbling ability, on the ball ability by Indian boys, especially when they one-on-one, individual ability of Indian boys are better than their counterparts in Germany. The only thing is where they're lacking right now is the end product and the patterns of play, the team play. Of course they are unselfish, they are not, it's not that they are selfish, but they told that one thing these boys are set apart from the under 17 or under 16 boys in Bundesliga or Germany is their technical dribbling ability on the ball. They are very good in that. That's one thing. Second thing which they told, the under 16 coach especially told the goalkeepers looks very good of India, and I told him very proudly that that's only department for the Indian football team where we never struggled. We always have good goalkeepers coming up. We have a good goalkeepers at our senior team and the youth teams. They're goalkeepers, the good goalkeepers who are not playing, but they could be easily a number one goalkeeper in other Asian countries, and that's very honest about it. So I think that's the very good feedback from the coaches, and I think that's what, because they are the qualified, they are the UEFA and pro license coaches. They are coaching the competitive team of Stuttgart, which is something is credible for Indian boys. But I think all these praise and everything will not work until and unless our boys go and do well in AFC under 17 championship. That's the ultimate game. these friendly games, the training session does not matter. I think only thing matter here is go to Thailand and do that. Put the performance out. Sir, do you think age group team India have evolved very much throughout the last decade? It's a shame it was in late 2000. I think one thing Tapas Mistry, major concern for our age group team have been always the age fraud. So I don't know where we are right now, because I am not the again, I don't have the actual information of, but I think considering the Indian government has been very, now clarified about birth certificate, Aadhaar, and everything. I think we are covering up, but I can't say that 100% the age fraud has gone away from Indian football. you know so I think until unless the surety on age fraud comes, that that our players are not even 1 year older than their actual age, then we can say. But yeah, technically I will say our boys are better from 2000s. Reason means these boys who are under 17 team right now, their basic education started at earlier than what 2000 born 2000s U teams used to be. They used to start their football training around 14, 15. These boys have started around 10 and 11. But the actual difference will come when the boys are Indian football. The basic football training starts from 5 or 6. So let's start the show, and straight away, I don't want to waste the time. I will give my opinion on the draw and everything also. So I think I League 2 से start करते हैं. Shillong Lejong promoted to the I League. Very happy. And I think that's what you have when you have a setup, of a good academy setup. It's easy for you to do stuff. Shillong Lejong has not signed players like the other I League teams, who have I League 2 teams who have signed seasonal Indian players. Balwant Singh is playing in I League 2, for example. So Shillong Lejong kept their trust on their academy kids who have been together, who are playing the state leagues and the regional games, and the fruits are here. And they have qualified for I League. Great news for the Indian football. Shillong Lejong was the first ever Northeast club to come in Indian football into I League, and I still remember the Meghalaya crowd, those 22,000 people average attendance in the 2012-13 season or 13-14 season. I think I remember that. It used to be chilly, very windy and very rainy in Shillong, and still you can see people with the umbrella watching the games. So I think Shillong Lejong was the first Northeast club of the Indian football, and of course all other clubs like Aizawl, Trau, Rangjit, Northeast United, Niroka, all has followed what Shillong Lejong did. So it was a Shillong Lejong who shown the dream to Northeast India that they can have their own football team. And I think they coming back and with the same philosophy of playing the Northeast players, having their own academy, having their own facilities, residential facilities to give the Northeast players maximum exposure is great for Northeast football. And I think second team is Ambernath or Delhi FC. I think Ambernath, Steven Dias, coached by Steven Dias, has done fantastically very well. They defeated Shillong Lejong 6-1 or 5-1 in their home game. And when then this I League 2 qualifiers took, the draw came out, I told one thing to you guys: the Shillong Lejong home game will be, not a cakewalk for opponent teams, because away playing at Shillong is not easy. And considering all the teams, maybe other than United Sports, who comes from Kolkata, going to travel so far to play Shillong. So Shillong made sure they do very well at their home. They defeated United Sports, they defeated Bangalore United, and they defeated Delhi FC at home. Even they lost against Ambernath, but then they did draw against Delhi FC at Delhi's ground in Punjab. So I think great result for them. Let's see Ambernath or Delhi FC, which team you guys want to see play. Steven Dias, Ambernath United is very impressive. They have been playing very great football, attractive football. So I think of them coming into I League will be a great. Even the Delhi FC, if they play actually from Delhi, will be also great. So I think whoever does well in the last game, let's see, if they qualify or not. The other thing is India under 23, India senior team, the squad after medical test has been trimmed down. So now there are 27 members. Vishal Keth, Manveer, Yasir, Glenn, Roshan has been left out due to injuries, but there is no clarification is given on Shiva Shakti Narayan, maybe the best Indian striker this season, or maybe best Indian attacking player after Changte this season in ISL. So I think that's something I'm surprised. Maybe he will back for this AF Championship. Maybe he will. I don't know, but I think he should have been there. And I think this team, again, the 27 member team, have the same holes like the previous team. The right back is another department. No Ashish Rai. Are we going to see Pritam Kotal and Rahul Beke again playing at the right back? I think we can't have Pritam Kotal and Rahul Beke as a right back in 2023. We can't go to the Asia Cup, with the right back. Pritam Kotal and Rahul Beke is seasonal player, they're good player, but the attacking output from that right back is not there for them. Maybe we want to be very defensive. We can play three defenders, then Akash Mishra get the license. Something which many coaches in Europe also are doing it. I think big example of uh, in Europe. I think I was reading some kind of analysis yesterday, and where the at one team the right back was reserving himself, making back three, and the left back was going on the attacking and supporting the wing. So maybe India's thinking like that they want to keep three defenders at back, but I think still with Sandesh, Anwar, the first choice center backs, and I think no Sana also in the team, so third choice center back, so third choice defender is between Mehta, Rahul Beke, and Shubhashish Bose or Pritam Kotal. So I'm surprised with three utility defenders. I think I would have preferred a proper right back there in form of, with Norim missing due to injury, Norim Roshan Singh. I think it would have been great if, say, Ashish Rai could have got the chance. So I think in midfield, Liston, Ashik, Suresh, Rohit, Udanta kept his place. Thapa, Norim Mahesh Singh kept his place, had a good previous tournament. Nikhil Pujari makes comeback. Jiksan Singh, Sahel Abdul Samad, Apuya comes back. Changte, Roland Borges, and Nanda Kumar. Roland Borges also come back. So without playing much football this season. So I think that's a maybe this is decision by Ego Team match like Roland Borges is in his plan for that number 6 or number 8 role, because no Brendan Fernand is there. So the whole creativity will fall into the shoulder of Shahil Abdul Samad, and I think there is another player is missing, is Mohammad Yasir. I think Mohammad Yasir is injured, so yeah, Yasir is missing. So whole creativity will be on the shoulder of Sahel, Nanda Kumar, or Changte or Narim Roshan Singh, maybe Thapa bit in advance role. Sunil Chetri, Rahim Ali, and Ishan Pandita. That forward line is a bit concerning for me. Not enough goals other than Sunil Chetri in among Rahim Ali and Ishan Pandita. I would have loved to see Shiva Shakti there. So I think your views on this team, quickly we can take. And Nikhil can play. Nikhil, see, you don't want to make shift players in the AFC Asian Cup. That's what my call is. I hopefully Norim Roshan will be back. So maybe he will play, but I think still Ashish Rai deserve a chance. He's ISL winner, multiple time ISL winner now, back to back with Hyderabad and ATK Mohun Bagan, so, or Mohun Bagan Super Giant, you can call them now. So I think maybe Ashish Rai should have been there. And let's see. Ashish Bhai, I know Pro Kabaddi League team in Kerala. I think they had a plan to expand the tournament, but Pro Kabaddi League is a league which is very which is very profitable. So they will not expand the league, just like because increasing the teams. MS Zahu and Matada Fall are looks like on the way to Odisha FC, and I think good deal for Odisha FC and good deal for Mumbai City FC. They got a chance to reboot their foreigners. Both Zahu and Fall are on the age category where one injury means your season is over, and they are going into Champions League, so they have to get a good quality foreigners. And I'm told that they are already talking with some very good profiles. Of course, not finalized yet, but I think it will be finalized very very soon. So let's come to the another part. Indian team is joined by sports psychologist Shaya Mal Wala Biji, and we need psychologists at each age group, not just India team. To talk about in Europe, every age group team has their own psychologist to talk to every day these players. So I think this is first for the national team. Hopefully, the youth teams and the women's team also get it. Now, let's quickly come to the draw. AFC Under 23 AFC Under 23 Asian Cup 2024 qualifiers draw is out. India in Group G, alongside UAE, Maldives, and China. So I think decent draw. I think because the fourth place team does not matter much in India's case, because there's a one group with three teams only, which is Group K: Turkmenistan, Indonesia, Chinese Taipei. So India, if beat Maldives, doesn't matter much in the, it does matter in the group ranking overall, but once you are second, I think it will matter what India do against China and UAE. If good team selection is done, the team is given good exposure, I think India have the quality to beat China and UAE. Now coming into this championship, there's the Asian Games with for the under 23 team. I am told today that there is likely to be. I will just open my phone, and I was talking to someone who was in the nose of the national team, and I think looks like India is likely to have, mm, you know, I think what's the words? I have to very careful with the words because people sometime, you know, they misquote me, and that misquote has gone in a way that you know not good. So let me just open the message. So I think there's a possibility that there will be a different under 23 coach for the national team. So looks, I think I still not confirmed, but there's a possibility. But looks like India is likely to have a likely to have a different under 23 coach. Ideally, the senior team coach is the coach who is also the coach of under 23 team. But at this stage, I am told that that. India is likely to have a possibility of, there is a possibility that India will have a different under 23 coach. So that's good news. I think it's a full time position, especially in India's case. Because we need a B team playing regularly. So some of our players should not be getting exposure straight away to the senior team. I think it's good to have a B team. And so under 23 is a good team to have make a B team, and that B team can play regular matches and friendlies and everything. So I think should be call for the AFF to make. Will they give an Indian coach a chance, or they get another foreign coach? So that's the great. I think I don't know if you guys remember not. कितने लोग आप उस time active थे? Arthur Papas was the coach of India 23 team. I think it was during Wim Koreman's time. I think yeah, just before that, he was the. हाँ मैं अभी जर्मनी में हूँ, वापस आने की डेट बता दूंगा यार, टेंशन मत लो, अभी बताऊंगा. आई थिंक आर्थर पापस, फॉर्मर डेम्पो कोच, आई थिंक वाज इन्वॉल्व with FC Goa also, was the coach of India under 23 team, and Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Pranoy Halder, the left back, I forget his name. These guys were playing in the in the qualifiers, and that's was the India's best performance at under 23 level. It came, and it is when we had a dedicated under 23 coach, a foreign coach, a qualified foreign coach who was good. So I think maybe chance for India to bring a young under 23 coach, who can act as like a deputy or assistant coach to the senior team coach, whoever they appoint after CMAC leaves. So I think hopefully that will be sorted out, or maybe uh, give somebody like Bibiano a chance, maybe. But considering Bibiano team is playing in the qualifiers, and then they might qualify for the World Cup, so I think they will want to keep Bibiano with these boys. And Arthur Papas is coaching in A League. He's a great coach. I met him. He was a great coach, the Papas, and I think that's what told you, when you have a dedicated under 23 coach. I think then your team will start doing well. There will be games for under 23 teams to before qualifiers, so don't worry about that. As of now, I think India is playing these qualifiers in the month of, I think it's in September. Yes, 6th, 9th, and 12th of September. And let me just check when the Asian Games are starting. Because these boys will be required to play in Asian Games also. Just checking the Asian Games. 23 September to 8 October, just after qualifier ends. Same boys will be playing in the Asian Games. So I think it's a good exposure. So I think let's see I think people are asking, will this player play? Will this player not play? So I think let me check the cutoff date. For the team, the players should not be just under 23 right now. They should be under 23 in the final championship. So as of now, the eligibility, let me just check what is the eligibility for AFC is not. I think it should be 2001 born afterward. I think nine. I think it's really 2000 after born after 2001. I think. Uh, I think there will be. I think that's what. But I think I'll confirm that date and come back to you guys on that. So hopefully, that will be sorted out, and hopefully the replacement, the new coach, if they bring a new coach, will be good enough for India under 23 team. And let's see, who will be that coach. What your guys' preference is, under 23, should we give an Indian coach a chance, or we should bring another foreign coach to coach our under 23 team? Now let's quickly move towards congratulations to Gokulam Kerala for winning the IWL title, and Shabrita Bhandari scored 29 goals, and I think great. And the India under 17 captain of the FIFA under 17 World Cup, Astam Oren, became the emerging player of the season. Hopefully, next season the women's league will be better than this. Now let's quickly come to the transfer side of the business. Ahmed Zahu and fall to Adi Odisha FC. Sol Crespo, East Bengal, I think is already aware, is done. Kerala revealed, and now is also officially revealed. Dimas Delgado has joined Carles Coudard as assistant coach, and I think great, appointment, because Dimas is a great coach. With Bino George now, with Dimas, they have a good three coaches to build upon. Now, let's see how much Bino George is involved. He's the Indian assistant coach, but that's the major problem for the Indian coach. Majority foreign coaches comes to India, they also bring the assistant coach together with them. So that's where the Indian coaches' education, that's where the Indian coaches' progress stopped. So I think let's see how the Bino George will be involved. And I think Arshdeep Singh, a goalkeeper, Round Glass Punjab is looking into him, and I think they are looking players who are from Punjab, so I think he fits the state. आइबान का स्टोरी पे आ जाते हैं. आइबान डॉलिंग हाईली रेटेड, has been highly rated for a couple of years at FC Goa, and Kerala Blasters, of course, need a utility defender who can play on those multiple positions, and Iban fits the profile for them as a left back or center back, or even he plays right back also. So, but issue with Iban, many people are not aware that Goa already extended his contract during the season. It's not now, and the figure they're looking to get Iban is massive. Not on the level of Anwar Ali, but still it's very decent transfer fee. I'm told the Kerala Blasters who are still the direct offer, I'm not sure gone or not, but they are still 30% behind the transfer fee valuation of FC Goa. So if Kerala Blaster match that, we might see Iban moving to Kerala Blaster. But that's the major problem here right now, and he is highly rated at FC Goa setup, so they are not going to release him for lesser transfer fee. That should I say, and 30% is not a big gap. Covers can maybe come between around 15% or 10%. Where they can strike a deal, but it's still not done. Yes, Kerala Blaster is interested in Iban, that I can confirm. But Ivan, people thought his contract is expired, or there's less amount. He already agreed the extension during the season with FC Goa, so of course he's in their plan. So they are not going to release him just like for a lesser money. Mumbai City has got their another foreigner to extend the deal, Alberto Noguera, and Cummins quotes have come now. Then this is what I've been telling people. That's the major problem in Indian football. People घोड़े पे सवार हो जाते हैं, हिंदी में कहावत है, घोड़े पे सवार हो जाते हैं बिना किसी बात के. मतलब जब ट्रांसफ़र इज़ नॉट इवन 50% complete, people in Indian football social media, they claim it is done deal, major scoop, blah blah blah. But that's the point, and that's the reason sometime I, or who are the reputable journalists in the Indian football media industry, they can't quote so early about any deals, because we have to get the confirmation regarding those deals before we can report them, before we can give the names. And also we can't give it at a very early stage also, because then sometime those negotiation can break. To give an example, Sol Crespo agreed the extension with Odisha but didn't sign the extension. So these kind of things can happen in transfers very quickly. So I think I will say Cummins, I've always said in past also, he is the long-term target for Mohun Bagan, and there was no chance he will be in the negotiation while the AF playoff or the A League are going on. It was foolish on people behalf who thought the negotiation will go when he's playing actual competitive football games. So I think people have to decide that who they believe and who they don't. They don't, and they have to give value to the actual media more, who are the actually covering the Indian football, who are trustable, who, I'm not saying just us. There are Marcus, there are a couple of more people who has been doing very good stuff. So follow them, follow the credible source, and don't give the engagement to the people who are putting the fake or the rumors. And I will tell you one thing, it's to guess transfer in Indian football is very easy. It's very easy because you can link one player to multiple clubs, and then you can say, man, I told you, this will happen. I told you this will happen. Because when Lobera saga was going on, when Lobera was not supposed to join East Bengal, people claimed that Lobera has agreed to join East Bengal, and same people started the guesswork straight away when Lobera deal fall, that of course Carles also has an interview with East Bengal, so East Bengal will fall back to him. So they again played the guesswork that Carles Kodad has is the new coach of East Bengal. But that time also the deal was not agreed between the East Bengal and not signed between East Bengal and the coach. So there are people who will wait for the actual opportunity when they confirm the signing is done or set to be done. The signature is remaining. Then they will break the news, and then there are people who is going to start putting rumors and get the engagement. And sad point is the actual news get the less engagement from these fake news and this rumoring. They get more engagement on social media. So I think which is something Indian football fans need to look into. What they need. East Bengal, they are still in looking to get. Salvako is one man centre back who is in the demand, and their top ISL teams are looking into him, not just East Bengal. So it's not an easy deal for any club. Agent is smart here. For in the case of Salvako, he has nearly linked him with different social media pages with nearly every club. So he's doing his work, and people are falling for it. But I think there are multiple clubs I know who are looking very seriously into him, but not more than three. Maybe it's maybe two or three clubs, not more than that. Akash Mishra still not done. Can't say anything where he will go. It's maybe he only knows where he wants to go, or he is still negotiating the details, or maybe valuing the offers. Uh, you know, Jongte signed the extension. Nikhil Pujari signed the extension in Hyderabad FC. So looks like Hyderabad will announce their investors very soon. So that's the updates I had. And Chennai FC, yes, somebody has asked, so I will let me share that also. I think Chennai FC has nearly have finalized their coach, but paperwork still remaining, so not done, so can't say anything. There is another thing. Jamshedpur FC are looking to get their foreigners deals quickly signed. They don't want to leave it late. So I think that's one thing. Northeast have started their shortlisting for the foreign players with the head coach, and yes, I miss it, so I think I should be telling that also. The coach, Juan Pedro Benali, is the new head coach of Northeast United. Very big CV, very experienced coach. Has been technical director, head coach in a different clubs, and a Spanish guy. So looks like we are having Spanish fight maybe at ISL, because lots of Spanish coaches are there in ISL now. And he has been in because he knows ISL well, because he worked with Hugo Umo, Noah Siddiqui, Matata Fall, also worked with Lovera, Baxter, and Angel Portugal also in past. So he has an idea of what he's doing, what is doing, what is going on in Indian football. Then he has been the technical assistant, technical director as a multiple club. So big CV. He plays 4-2-3-1 formation, and I think only issue is, can Northeast match his ambition by signing the players he need? That's the major thing for Northeast. Northeast always sign some decent foreigners. Only issue is that their one foreigner is hit and one is flop. So they need to sign a couple of them who are above average. Maybe not super hit, but should be above average. Then they can make a good team. And they need still one or two Indian players in multiple position. Maybe more than one or two players. So how they look into? They have a competition now with Round Glass Punjab coming in, with East Bengal have early investors shorted out. So they have some competition to do, but they got a good man to do it now. Mandar Tamane, I think he has done it for Bangalore FC. Can he does his magic for Northeast or not. So I think investor for Hyderabad. See, I was told it's been agreed and everything. It's just the announcement is left. So I think I'm waiting for that announcement to be along your side. Ashish, playoff matches start from August. AFC Champions League match day from September 21, 24. Ashish, have you seen different of quality coaching of Stuttgart coaches and ours? I think I have to very honest. People don't inferior our own coaches. Bibiano Fernandez top coach. I had talked with the coaches on camera, off camera of the Stuttgart, and they told these boys are prepared very well. What they are doing, they know what they're doing. So people feel that just because somebody is from Europe, they will be better than our coaches. Of course, they have better education, better facilities, but that does not mean our coach, Bibiano Fernandez, already was one step away from qualifying for the World Cup. His team in 2018 lost in quarterfinal 1-0. 1-0 in quarterfinal. So they were one goal away from qualifying for the World Cup, FIFA World Cup. So he is a great coach. I think maybe the best Indian upcoming coach. You can call him straight away. And I think he is very serious of what he is doing. So I think it's a great thing that he is also meeting these coaches, learning from them, and I think understanding that how the players are developing at this age in Europe, how we can improve our players at this age. So I think it's great for Indian football. And regarding the AFC Cup playoff games, yes, it's going. That's why season is going to start early, as I said. I think 27th of July is the when Durand Cup will start. So that's the thing. Let's quickly go to all the questions now. 210 people watching. जब तक मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ, आप लोग इसको 200 लाइक तो करिए. 200 likes, we can do it, right? 169 likes are there. Let's get 200 likes till I drink this water. अंडर 17 एशिया कप के मैचेस टेलीकास्ट होंगे. यस, 5th तक आपको, आई थिंक 5th of June तक क्लियरिटी आ जाएगी कहाँ टेलीकास्ट होंगे या स्ट्रीम होंगे, तो वो आपको पता चल जाएगा. कैलेंडर विल बी डन, डोंट वरी. ओवरलोड मे बी अ वीडियो, ऑडियो और आर्टिकल बोथ विल बी डन, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. आशीष भैया, any domestic signing from Northeast camp? I think Northeast, now they're waiting for the coach to evaluate what they have, and where they need new signing to come in. So I think they it will take some time for them to look into that market, what kind of domestic player they need right now. Kerala signed Donny Romero, no, but I think it's foolish from his agent side to leak that offer letter. I think it's a very foolish. It's of course leaked by the agent, not by the club. So that's what I can, that's happened. Uh, Jeremy Manzaro, I think Kilnon did a story on Jeremy, right? If I think so. Yeah, Jeremy is the we already Kilnon already did the story, so I think that's why I'm aware. He will sign for Jamshedpur FC. That's what I'm told. So don't worry about that. Is Kerala Blaster interested in Subhashish Bose? See, Kerala Blaster is interested in multiple players who can play centre back and left back. So Iban, Subhashish Bose are the one player. So it's depending on different kind of deals that which player they can get. जहो का रिप्लेसमेंट, भाई जहो का रिप्लेसमेंट अभी डन नहीं हुआ है तो कैसे बताऊँ, जब होगा बता दूंगा. Anything on Chennai? I think Chennai FC's coach is major thing. So once the coach is done, then the other thing will start falling up. I joined the Dada. Will Federation Cup will be revived? Ideally, it should. Federation Cup has the legacy and history. I think I will keep a Federation Cup season long and then make a Super Cup, like a match between ISL winner versus I-League winner, maybe, and ISL runner-up or a League Shield champion versus Federation Cup champion. 2 semi-final, home and away, and then a final match at a neutral venue before the season start in next year. So I think that will be my ideal format. So I don't know what the coaches think and everything. Will Anthony Andreu be coach of India under 17 women was sacking by Priya? I have to check that, Mr. Hers. Update on Alvaro Parveer. Parveer Das ka to yaar Kerala already has done the story that he is joining the Kerala Blaster. So there is no doubt over that. Bangalore has already announced farewell post for him. So I think that should be enough for you guys that he is joining Kerala Blasters. So that's already confirmed, and we confirmed very early for you guys. Clifford Miranda can become an Indian 23 coach, will be a great choice. Yes, but I think still a bit inexperience. That's what I see, not done enough first team matches, as a coach. So I think I will like some experienced coach, and who is also not very old, under 23 team, So I think that's what I will like. Amarjeet Kiam, Sanjeev Sterling, not much again. And can you enlighten on how foreign players are got selected on how scouting goes for the ISL club side? Very interesting topic. So let's summarize. So there is a multiple way of doing it. One way is one way of doing it is the club receive the profiles from various agents, and then they shortlist those profiles, one of those, or then they sign, depending on. Sometimes coach recommends some players, that he wants this particular player to join him. So that's one way. Another way, club, now couple of the ISL clubs have, couple of the ISL club have their own scouting network. They start scouting these foreign players very early. For example, Cummings from Mohun Bagan scouted 2 years ago, so they have been following him since then. So so they do scout players, but I think still I will say majority signings in Indian football happens. The agents are told that club is looking for centre back, say left-footed centre back who's good on ball. Then these agents send the profiles of these players which they have. There's different agents who do that, and and then those profiles are kind of put in front of clubs hiring team, and they hired a shortlist player and then take coach opinion on the same. That's how they do it. निशु की कोई अपडेट है? निशु की कोई अपडेट नहीं है. निशु इज स्टिल अंडर कॉन्टेक्टेड विद द केरला ब्लास्टर, सो दैट्स द नो मच अपडेट. भाई मोहन बगान का को रिप्लेसमेंट अभी भैया चल रही है बातें, अभी कुछ हुआ नहीं है. संतानु बुनिया उसमें कुछ होगा आपको बताऊंगा. Clifford and Derek Pereira under they already managed under the team where Sayal and Thapa were playing. I think Derek did. I am not sure Clifford was the coach. Pata nahi. I have to check on that. But I think maybe Derek is a great choice, but playing style I'm not sure. Derek as a head coach for 4-2 formation whenever his team I saw in I-League days. I don't know what's actual philosophy now. Clifford, yes, but I think too inexperienced for me right now, if you ask me. We need a coach who can take our under-23 team, be ready for the senior team. So I think that coach should be from the similar philosophy of our next head coach. So whoever is our next head coach, the under-23 coach should follow the same philosophy from that actual our head coach, which I don't know, which you guys don't know. So I think that's how the system are created. Bro, is true that Andres गोडास ऑफ रियल बेटिस टू मुंबई सिटी एफसी? भाई चेक करना पड़ेगा, ऐसे एकदम से रैंडम नाम सुन के कांट से एनीथिंग. आशीष भाई, एनी सरप्राइज साइनिंग फॉर ईस्ट बंगाल? आई एम नॉट सरप्राइज. देखो ज़्यादा प्लेयर्स की अवेलेबिलिटी है नहीं डोमेस्टिक में, सो डोमेस्टिक प्लेयर्स आर लिमिटेड. ओनली वे दे कैन ईस्ट बंगाल इज सरप्राइज इफ दे कैन साइड ऑफ सम फ्रेश फॉरेनर हु हैज नॉट प्लेड इंडियन फुटबॉल. सो आई थिंक these are some profiles they do have, but I don't know will they go for it or not. That's depending on has the AFF asked for vlogs on SMD because I was requesting such vlogs? Bhai, it's us with the Bundesliga who have been doing it, so I don't know. AFF could have done it. Spain, nothing came out from the Spain, so I'm not criticizing them. Khelna was a part of Bundesliga, that's why we are here, and that's why we got the opportunity to do it, and that's why it was a part and parcel of our contract agreement with the Bundesliga to do it, so that's why we're doing it. So I don't know. Maybe you have requested, I don't know. The AFF can do it. If Kilrasha pay transfers for Ayman, will Goa then sign a new defender? That's interesting, I think, but that's still to be seen, because they also got Anwar Ali leaving the setup, but Sandesh Jingan has joined. So I don't know, maybe they will have promote somebody from academy setup. Make a video on FC Madras. आएगा भाई, आएगा video पे आएगा. What about Hotstar removed ISL content? Who's going to take the streaming? I think, see, it's not a very hidden fact that Viacom 18, who owns by Reliance, who also owns ISL and launched their sporting properties and the channels. So I think, of course, it's there, which there's still 1 year remaining with Star Sports. But what I'm told now, by the sources close to the development, from last few seasons, since Disney came especially to the Star, the ISL marketing, the everything which Star used to do before was started decreasing, and they were not doing the basic stuff where they're supposed to do. And then FSDL and the stakeholder, they have been requesting Star to do various stuff. So there is high chances that, of course, they are moving towards Viacom 18 to do the telecast and everything, but I think we have to wait for official confirmation on that, because it's a legal battle also between both the parties where they can say termination and everything. Will someone going for trials abroad, Indian players? So that's an interesting thing. So 2 Indian players, I'm now I'm told 2 Indian players There is an India goalkeeper playing at this. I think. Let me check. Who was the young Indian international who played in last for India under 16 team, Bibiano team only. I think I've saved his name. His name is Shom Kumar, and with a height of 1.91 meter. I think he played for India under 23 team also. He is currently playing for club in, I think it's a club in NK, I think Slovakia club, the Slovakian club NK Olimpija, NK Olimpija. Uh, yeah, not Slovakia, Slovenian club. So and they compete in the Slovenian Pro League. This is the top league. He's playing for the under 19 team, not the senior team. And I'm told he's a good goalkeeper. I was discussing with some coaches and everything. So that's one Indian player. There's another Indian player I think who is playing in German lower tier. His name is I think his name is Shitich, who has also kind of played in India with the uh, just give me 1 second, guys. So who also played in India for Indian club and everything. So the two Indian players which I recently got to know that are playing in foreign lands, and they are actual Indian players with Indian passport holder. So and I think as they're doing silently, so looks like they are working towards what they want to do, less marketing, more actual football. So that's something I think they're looking into. So I think good two Indian players. So we'll figure out. Kshitij is in Germany, so we are trying to get in touch with him, his parent, and see if he can bring something for you guys. And the goalkeeper, the Som, he is part of the Indian under 19 or Indian 16 team. Good height for a goalkeeper, so another good goalkeeper. So I think goalkeeper is one position which India can send it to the world. I think we easiest for our players is the goalkeeper to play if they are good. And Gurpreet has shown it. If you can go and show patience, you can do it. So I think that's what something hopefully they do. Uh, Edupedia link with Mumbai. Edupedia looks like Goa is, as I told already, that they're not likely to retain him. But I think he will get some suitors in ISL. Don't worry about it. Can you explain the situation of Donny Romero transfer? Is there still a chance, or has faded away? I think this is something which agents loves to do, and I feel sad for Kerala fans. They are the one who are the majority victim of it. A player putting on his Instagram that if they want Tony Romero, they should sign this. I think if I'm a hiring manager and if somebody has done that, I'm not going back to that player again. If he's leaking out negotiation details in public domain again and again and again and again, I'm not going there. I will sign a different player, because that player is going to create an issue. He will leak stuff from dressing room also in future if things does not go according to his plan. So I think I will stay away. But I don't know about Kerala Blaster. I'm sure it's still there what they're talking to him. But I think looks like for me what's going on is very unlikely. Your honest review and prediction for under 17 team in Asia Cup, or as you have seen their preparation very closely. भाई देखो, आशीष ओपी आपका नाम है. मैं आपको बता दूं कि इंडिया के 3 टूर्नामेंट एक साथ चलने वाले हैं. इंटर कॉन्टिनेंटल कप, देन देयर इज AFC अंडर 16 चैंपियनशिप, देन देयर इज सैफ चैंपियनशिप. मैंने अपने टिकट करवा लिए हैं थाईलैंड के फ्रॉम वेरी फर्स्ट मैच डे टिल द फाइनल ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट. सो वेरी ऑनेस्ट. So I'm not judging these players, but I don't want to miss if we make a history of going into World Cup. So Bibiano's last batch was one step away from the World Cup. It's a very tough draw. I think the toughest draw we have received at under 16 level is this team. If they couldn't bit lucky with the draw, I think we would have easily reached the next round. But now they have Japan in their group, the best Asian team, footballing nation with culture and everything. Vietnam, one of the best Asian rising team. Uzbekistan, one of the best Asian youth teams in future in past. So I think 3 big matches they have to do well against Vietnam and Uzbekistan, and then see what they can get to Japan. So I'm backing the boys, for sure. To the end. So मैंने टिकट करवा लिए हैं, चाहे अब टिकट खराब हो ना हो अलग बात है, but I'm not going to judge them. As I said, very honest, as will not judge them because I've been with them very on daily basis. So we'll wait. I think ultimate judging point will come when they play the actual championship. आशीष भाई, आपको क्या लगता है, को अंडर 17 प्लेयर जर्मनी के किसी अंडर 17 क्लब के लिए उसको चांस बन सकता है? बन सकता है. I think, see, when these boys are here, the games are going on, the coaches are taking notice of them, they're trained by these coaches. So you never know, these things can happen, could happen, But I still feel for our boys, Bundesliga is too top a level to play. एंड आपको मैं एक बात बताता हूँ. आप लोगों ने मैच की हाईलाइट्स देखी जिसमें इंडिया 6-0 6-1 जीता, आई थिंक. दैट क्लब, एंड यू गाइज विल नॉट बिलीव, that club is in the fifth tier of German football senior team. U team is in the third tier of German football. It's known as Reitulingen, and I hope I pronounce it right. India played the reserve team in that. So I'm not talking about the match result. What I want to talk here is the facilities that fifth tier German club have. The pitches, the stadium. Our ISL clubs doesn't have. We are far away from the world, far away from the world. So the facilities which I am staying right now, and I put it on my LinkedIn and my Instagram also, Augsburg, we have come. It's not a big Bundesliga club, it's a decent mid-tier or the lower tier Bundesliga club. And will you guys want to see their $1 million facility which they have built just by staying in Bundesliga? They have now depth-free stadium, and the facilities I am in right now, I think it has 3 full-size natural pitch, 1 hybrid pitch, 6 or 7 AstroTurf, a gym, a dormitory for kids to live, proper office for their, and this is just for the youth teams. Nothing to do with the first team. Whole first team has a different setup at their stadium, which is WWK Arena. I think seeing this, we are in terms of infrastructure so behind from, and this is not top Bundesliga club. It's not the club who is in the top part of the Bundesliga table or play the Champions League. They are far away from that, but the youth facilities they have. And I think I was thinking, should we bring an academy tour, because these facilities were built last year only. So newly built facilities they have, and I don't know, it's you guys decide that if you want to watch academy tour of FC Augsburg. Stuttgart has a great facilities, but Stuttgart facility was a bit, the older. This is a newly built facilities, and I think if I combine all our ISL clubs, for example, if I combine all ISL club together, they will not have this much facilities for their academy. This is not their first team facilities, this is academy facilities. Yes, I'm talking about their academy facility tour. If you guys want to watch it, I don't know, because videos response has been, not 10,000 views bhi nahi aa rahe hain. So, when we request a club to get access to their full facilities, to record it, to put it out, and तो उसका अगर response ही अच्छा ना है तो वो video करने का थोड़ा sense बनता नहीं है. तो वो कांट से एनीथिंग. मैच ऑस्बर्ग अंडर 17 के अगेंस्ट है कल इंडिया का. सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी ग्रेट मैच इन देयर दे हैव मिनी एकेडमी स्टेडियम वेयर इट इज गोइंग टू टेक प्लेस, एंड वो आप फैसिलिटीज़ का बताना, बट ओनली विल डू इट if you guys can promise that it will be getting a good response for you guys, because they focus more on youth. Simply, it's a first step of success, and that's the whole point. Here, what I've seen for each and every Bundesliga club, they're a community-run club. They don't care what Bundesliga is doing in Champions League or Bundesliga is doing in international market. They care about their own area. Augsburg fans, it's as in Germany is 50+1 rule. 51% is with the fans, 50% is with the club. They care about what is there for the community by the club. So the facilities they build, it's just not for the team, it's also for the community in and around. And Augsburg is not a big town, like Stuttgart. It's a very small town in Germany, and I'm awe with the facilities they have. I think it's a dream. It's a dream if India can make something, maybe a 50% in next 10 years of this. I think that will be a game changer. But that's a one facility I'm talking about. We don't here every Bundesliga club have nearly a similar facilities, but these facilities are newly built, so that's why they are look more impressive and more interesting. and that's the reason I want to know that if you want to see the video or not. uh, कॉर्पोरेट टीम इन आई लीग 2 एंट्रीज लाइकली FC मद्रास पे वीडियो बनाएंगे कार्तिक भाई यार, वो बोल दिया मैंने आपको. Hearing that Kerala Blaster trying to sign a DM and a striker, do you know about that? I know a couple of things about Kerala Blaster, but it's very early stage to say anything that who they're going to sign, who everything. They're going target by target. So they got Prabir on the line. So of course they're not looking for left back side. So I think left back is important signing for them. Foreigners will come. They eventually. Alvaro update please sir. And also what about Ivan? Will he join any other team? What about Victor Mongil? I think Kerala Blasters. Ivan, I think. Can still join Kerala Blaster. I will not say can't. We have to wait. Alvaro Vasquez is interesting. He's under contract with FC Goa. But let's see if FC Goa can negotiate a deal with him to release him or maybe to loan out to other ISL team. And if loaning out to other ISL team, I think Kerala Blaster will be interested in Alvaro Vasquez because of his previous success with them. Kerala Blaster will sign striker for sure. Will under 17 team play FIFA Cup? I am not an astrologer. India have to qualify to the semi-final to play the FIFA World Cup, and Bibiano did it last time. They reached the quarterfinals, lost the quarterfinal by 1-0. So I think that's the margin between qualifying or not qualifying. So hopefully we're able to reach it, and I think that's what I'm hoping so. Somebody has a good question. If relegation implemented only after 16 will come to SL as said by Kalyan, then 2-3 years after only relegation get implemented. Read my question. As per roadmap, the relegation should implemented from the next season onwards. But if a president had said something, maybe he is planning for something. So I can't confirm as it is officially not confirmed as of now. When it gets confirmed, we'll let you guys know. Ilkhyati, Duker. I think Duker, Ilkhyati, Chennai FC will want to retain them. Let's see. You've seen all the previous under 17 compared to with this current batch. I think only issue with this under 17 batch, not issue, from my side, I didn't watch them much when the under 14. Under 14 did not took place for them official games, unlike the previous because of the COVID and everything. So so my straight live exposure have been this German tour. I watched them in the qualifiers. I watched them in the staff championship. The team has changed a little bit after that. I think these boys, they are a family together. That's one thing. And second thing is what they play. They are very confident. Go and watch those goals against second friendly games. You will see how much confidence they have in their own abilities. It just, can they do it under pressure, and can they build the team game? That's the most important thing. That's what a feedback I've received, that these players have to start making the team game better. I think individual dribbling quality is there, individual ability is there, and also I think there's one coach who told me that they are very good on the ball, but shooting wise they are a bit late in terms. They don't have enough power on the shoot, so when they're shooting, the ball is further away than they're imagining, and that's less power is coming on the ball. That's a very interesting and critical feedback from the coach, which I think was the striker coach for under 16, under 17 Stuttgart team. They're saying very good dribbling wise, they know when to dribble, how to dribble and everything, and passing wise also, but when they shooting power is missing on those. So I think that will come eventually with the time and the match experience for these boys, and I think let's see. 218 people watching. So आशीष भैया ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट भाई चल रही है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट की प्लेयर रिक्रूटमेंट की बातें, अभी तक कुछ हुआ नहीं है. FC Madras doesn't have 50% of these facilities. Very honest. यार तमिल I've seen multiple. I've seen DSK Sevajins. I've seen everything. They don't have. Sorry. It's not about just building the football pitches. They don't have. Very honest. टेक्नो पावर आशीष, आज से आपका लाइव देखना बंद. साला 100 से ज़्यादा मैसेज किया, तूने एक भी नहीं लिया. सर केरला ब्लास्टर बोलते रहते हैं, ऐसे अच्छा नहीं लगता, मैं तो तुमको बहुत अच्छा समझता. अरे टेक्नो पावर भाई, तो आप भेजो ना, मेरे क्वेश्चंस मेरे लिए भी देखो ना, जवाब भी देना है. आपका क्वेश्चन आएगा तो मैं बोलूँगा, आपका ऊपर जाके ढूंढ लेता हूँ भाई, और क्या कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन स्क्रॉल होता है, जिसमें नज़र जाती है मैं ले लेता हूँ. मैं रिपीट तो किसी के क्वेश्चन करता नहीं, तो गुस्सा होने की बात नहीं है. आप भेजो दोबारा, अगर मुझे मिलेगा ऊपर जाके. आपने फिर वही भेजा है, आज से लाइव देखना बंद. वो मुझे 2 बार देखने को मिल गया है, पर क्वेश्चन नहीं मिला आपका. आप क्वेश्चन भेज देते तो क्वेश्चन ले चुका था मैं. क्वेश्चन भेज दो आप, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मैं ले लूँगा. आएगा स्ट्रीमर को कुछ प्लेयर्स को क्यों इग्नोर करते हैं, चाहे वो आईएसएल में कितना अच्छा कर लें. ऑल कोचेज हैव देयर प्रेफरेंस, दैट्स ऑल से. By which matches will be counted as official FIFA for Indian Intercontinental Cup? I think all the games, because there are no under 23 teams playing in it. So Mohan Bagan tie up with Barcelona. I'm not ignoring Arjit Ghosh. भाई कोलकाता में कुछ भी हो सकता है. That's what I've learned in my very young career. So I'm not saying that it is done or not, but I have not heard from my sources about anything in that. Hero Gold Cup, I don't know. Looks unlikely at this stage. Last week I checked. Looks unlikely. Salvaco to Kerala last time. His agent is linking him with every club, so I don't know. Promotion relegation this season से start होगा क्या? So this season is last for Star Sport. Next season से relegation start होगा. This season might not be last. This season might be first for Geo or Sports 18. So we are waiting for confirmation on that. यार वो कहाँ चले गए? टेक्नो भाई गेम क्वेश्चन भेजो. Has India started looking for coach who will come after SteamHack? Ideally, India should look for the new coach from now onwards. They should finalize it. Maybe don't leak it, but should finalize it and should build the team and staff accordingly. This was asked by Jagannath Dev Gunin. Techno bhai, waiting for a question. I want a separate under 23 coach for sure. What the under 23 preparation? I think the coach will be confirmed in next few days, Sumit. So I think the preparation plan will start accordingly. Next India under 17 opponent, we are playing Uzbek tomorrow. Big game here at their home ground. The club is looking forward to it. Update on Rit Thapa, not much. Player is in the camp now, national team camp, so things will move slowly in that department. Odisha FC looking for Indians at which position? I think centre midfield, they will look to get somebody at centre midfield Odisha FC. ईशान का भी कोई अपडेट नहीं. थापा का जैसे बोला ये नेशनल टीम कैम्प में है तो थोड़ा प्रोग्रेस स्लो रहेगा फॉर दिस प्लेयर. टेक्नो भाई का क्वेश्चन ही नहीं आया अभी तक. किसी को दिखा गया टेक्नो भाई का क्वेश्चन या चले गए नाराज होके? राउंड क्लास in the transfer market to get overall the squad to get a minor change. They will get some major changes, not minor. Any idea of franchisee bids given by SNN for 2 bids likely to be there expected? Let's see. Michael Ortega come India. I think कुछ तो मैंने अभी यार कोई कंफर्मेशन नहीं है तो आई हैव टू चेक फॉर माइकल ओटागा ऑल्सो. टेक्नो वाले का भाई का सवाल कहाँ चले गया है? What was your best under 23 team for AFC under 23? So let me confirm the cutoff age and then I will make my best team maybe next video. Shame on Mohan Bagan, East Bengal, nothing. Let it be bhai, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Will clubs allow under 23 players to play in qualifiers during our league? I think they will allow its official championship. How to increase FIFA ranking smartly in your strategy? Play good friendly games, teams which you can defeat, which are higher than us, like Stephen does in 2018. टेक्नो गेमर, टेक्नो जो भी थे भाई, आपका सवाल आया नहीं है. आपने गुस्से वाला मैसेज 4 बार दिख गया मुझे, सवाल नहीं दिख रहा है. तो अगर आप नाराज़ हो गए हो तो भाई कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आप ट्विटर कर लेना हम या इंस्टाग्राम कर लेना, हम जवाब दे देंगे आपके सवाल का. Any progress on Northeast new investor? Heard nothing as of now. I think Hyderabad will be the first one to do it. Does FC Bangalore United try and get into I League through corporate entry? I think that's the only way maybe for them. Multiple years they tried for getting into I League through second division, but always failed. Maybe for them now is to get the is them to get into the I League is through the corporate entry. Joshua, I think good signing here from the club. Joshua Sotario, I think good player, and club is they're looking in the scouting market properly, और टागा का अपडेट जमशेदपुर लोकल न्यूज़ पेपर में था भाई, चेक करना पड़ेगा भाई. देखो ऑनेस्टली सारी मैं अभी रीड नहीं कर पाता स्टोरीज. एनी अपडेट ऑन गोवा प्लीज़ भाई, कुछ बोलो भाई. देखो आपको बता देता हूँ, आईबान अभी रिसेंटली ड्यूरिंग द सीजन ही साइन एक्सटेंशन विद FC Goa. He can be sold, but if Kerala Blaster can reach the valuation of FC Goa, so that's one thing. Adubidia is not remaining the club. The club is looking to offload Alvaro in some smart way. He's under contracted, and I think that's the only way. And I think once Manolo is back fully and announced and everything, then you will see FC Goa making more transfer step. 1 Jan 2001 is cut off. I think 2001 will be cut off. That's I heard, but I will just wait confirmation from AFC. Also, I've request written to them. VR Lite आ रहा है या नहीं? VR Lite मोबाइल आना वाला था, अब वो FF बताएगा क्यों आएगा, कब आएगा. टेक्नो गेमर अगर नॉर्थ ईस्ट के बारे में कुछ बोल रहे थे भाई, कहाँ चलेगा, नाराज़ी हो गए भाई तो बिल्कुल ही. विच इंडियन क्लब सपोर्ट कोलकाता मीडिया अनरिलायबल विक्टर? आई थिंक मैं I will support a club who will, because I don't have a club from Delhi or where I live, Dehradun, so Uttarakhand. So I will support a club who will give more Indian player chances. So and can't say, and especially the occupation of mine is a way that I can't be biased towards one team. So I think I'm open for the players or for the clubs who support our Indian national team and the players and the youth players. Wherever I see more Indian player playing, I watch the team seriously. Germany से Thailand ज़्यादा मज़ा आएगा. अच्छा भाई, आपको ज़्यादा पता है कि कहाँ ज़्यादा मज़ा आएगा, कहाँ नहीं आएगा. काम के लिए आए हैं भाई, क्यों बदनाम कर रहे हो? एक अब मेरी फ़ोटो लगा के आप सबको ये लगाते रहते हो कि आप ही हो बंदे, पता चल रहे हो. पंजाब का स्टेडियम आई थिंक जवाहरलाल नेहरू दिल्ली स्टेडियम ही होगा यार फाइनल, जो मुझे लगता है. वही मुझे पिछले हफ्ते में रिवील किया था आप लोगों को. सो आई थिंक मज़ा आ गया भाई शो करके आज फिर से. 281 लाइक हैं तो 400-500 लोग जुड़े हैं. प्लीज़ इतना प्यार आप बनाए रखो. एंड ऑडियो के साथ थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि लैपटॉप पे इधर है और उससे माइक यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, कैमरा इधर है. सो वो उसकी वजह से थोड़ा ऑडियो का इशू हो सकता है. बट कोशिश कर रहा हूँ तेज़ बोलने की, बट क्योंकि स्टूडियो में नहीं, हम जर्मनी में हैं तो तो उसका इशू है. मैं तो कुछ और ही बोल रहा था. हाँ, आपका तो मतलब ही अलग है, आपको भेजते हैं थाईलैंड को भी. दादा यानी मोहन बगान अपडेट अभी तो देखो दादा, सुब्रता बनर्जी आई थिंक कमेंट्स के बाद ही कुछ पता चलेगा जब मूव यहाँ पे होगा. आकाश मिश्रा, इसके अलावा भी कोई मेरे पे मोहन बगान की कोई खास अपडेट है नहीं. वी नीड अनदर क्लब फ्रॉम नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया ASL और मे बी आई लीग क्लब, कॉज नॉर्थ ईस्ट साइड नीड अ गोल good club to be proud of. And why John Abraham isn't involved with Northeast in past? He's involved with Northeast. Don't worry that he's not involved. Shillong Lajong has qualified for I-League. First club from Northeast in India in I-League. अक्कुल भाई आपका मैसेज देख के ही जाएंगे भाई, आप मैसेज भेजो दोबारा. उड़ीसा से अपडेट बता दो भाई कोई, मटाडा फॉल और जहू के अलावा. आई थिंक उड़ीसा वांट्स टू retain the Clifford also, but let's see. And they want to get another Indian midfielder in, so that's also see that. मेरी ऑडियो थोड़ा सा इशू होगा भाई, मैं मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ कि परफेक्ट ऑडियो नहीं होगी. Is Mohan Bagan waiting for Akash Mishra deal? If they can crack the deal, they will be ready to leave. Subhashish to Kerala Blaster or Mumbai City FC they will stay with Boost. Yes, गुरुदेव बिल्कुल, आप बिल्कुल सही सोचे हैं. Anything right? PIOs, nothing much यार. It's a disappointment the way Pakistan are announcing the players फॉर द सैफ चैम्पियनशिप. डर लग रहा है इंडिया के लिए. ऑडियो मुझे पता है प्रॉब्लम है. P4U ब्लॉग्स सेटअप में नहीं हूँ ऑफिस के अपने. हम एक प्यारे से ऑसबर्ग टाउन में उनके अकेडमी सेटअप में बैठे हैं. वी आर नॉट इन स्टूडियो. हु वॉज इन चार्ज ऑफ मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट? रघु अय्यर और विनय चोपड़ा. दैट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. कंप्लीटली हैव टू चेक दोनों में से दोनों बंदे क्या क्या कर रहे हैं, किसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है. क्या लगता है इंडिया फीफा वर्ल्ड कप 2026 में क्वालिफाई हो पाएगा अगर हम नॉर्थ कोरिया को अपने आइडल मान लें, खले तो मिरेकल हो जाए? और मिरेकल तो हो सकते हैं, तो मिरेकल तो फिर इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप भी जीत सकता है. सौरभ राणा, आप पिटवाओगे घर पे, घर भी जाना होता भाई. आप देखना जब जर्मनी नहीं आओगे, आप देख के बताना मुझे आपको कैसी लगी. मेरे से मत पूछो भाई प्लीज़, मैं बहुत सीधा साधा आदमी हूँ. केरला ब्लास्टर बॉय, वाई नॉट टेकिंग माई क्वेश्चन? आप सेंड करो क्वेश्चन, आई एम ट्राइंग. What about Kafa? India not participating because India's schedule is very tight and everything right now. I don't think they can go anywhere. भाई सैफ पॉडकास्ट बहुत अच्छा दिलाया. प्रिंस प्रियदर्शनी करेंगे सैफ चैंपियनशिप एक पॉडकास्ट तो जरूर आएगा. डोंट वरी, मुझे अपना शेड्यूल देखना है. थाईलैंड के बाद, अरे थाईलैंड के बाद काम करने वापस यार. थाईलैंड भी आप लोगों की वजह से जा रहे हैं. मैं तो इंडिया पाकिस्तान देखना चाह रहा था बैंगलोर में. आप लोगों ने बोला नहीं, टीम के साथ रहो और मे बी विल गेट अ मोर स्टफ फ्रॉम थाईलैंड. सो इसलिए जा रहे हैं. और कोई रीज़न थोड़ा यार, आपको लग रहा हो घूमने जा रहे हो. ऐसा घूमना तो फिर सभी को मिले जैसे हम घूम रहे हैं. यहाँ पे डेली आ जाते हैं, काम करने लगे. आपको क्या लग रहा है इतने वीडियोस कैसे आ रहे हैं? बिना काम किए थोड़ा वीडियोस आ रहे हैं. सब कुछ करना पड़ता है भाई, ऐसे नहीं होता. यहाँ घूम नहीं रहे जर्मनी में, वो लग रहा है घूम रहे हो जर्मनी में. तो भाई दिल्ली में लाइव ISL देख पाएंगे सर? लुक्स लाइक अभी तक तो सारा वही लग रहा है. विल केरला से साइन एनी फॉरेन डिफेंडर फ्रॉम ISL? Yeah, I think maybe yes. CEO CTO कौन है पता करना पड़ेगा शांतनु भाई, कभी पता किया ही नहीं हमने ये CEO CTO वगैरह। तो योर ओपिनियन, मैं ओपिनियन दे चुका हूँ। ट्रॉल मास्टर आई गिवन माई ओपिनियन ऑन जोशुआ सटियोरा। आई थिंक ग्रेट साइनिंग, ग्रेट साइनिंग आई विल से, टू गेट इट अर्ली इज ग्रेट वर्क फ्रॉम द क्लब। कोच सात्विक सरकार भी कुछ कह रहे थे आई थिंक। Coach sends players CV. He likes both take the final decision. It's usually Vinay Chopra. अच्छा वो बता रहे हैं विनय चोपड़ा who looks after the squad building at ATK Mohan also लखनऊ सुपर जायंट। सात्विक सरकार जो हमारे कोलकाता से हमारे एम्प्लॉय हैं वो कह रहे हैं विनय चोपड़ा ही देखते हैं साइनिंग एंड एवरीथिंग। मैं तो वाराणसी जा रहा था, गोवा में काम की वजह से आया। अच्छा देखो यार सारे ही खतरनाक हो रहे हो और कुछ नहीं। What about Edu Garcia to U17? I think in progress, you know, and I think Helena was first one to reveal that when when Sergio Oliveira was linked that Edu is the one he wants to bring. इतना मीडिया ने अटेंशन सही है अंडर 17 को, हमने ज़्यादा नहीं दी है ऑनेस्टली। वी हैव डन अ वेरी स्मार्ट वे। तो उनको एक्सेस नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, ना फोटोज़ है ना कुछ है, सब हमारे पास ही है। तो वेरी लिमिटेड तरीके से सब कुछ किया है कि उनका कोई डिस्टर्बेंस ना हो, कोच की परमिशन के साथ किया है। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ यू नो वो चीज़ हो। सात्विक क्यों नहीं लेके गए? अरे सात्विक को भाई यहाँ पे वीडियो टीम चाहिए थी, तो सात्विक एडिटोरियल टीम से है इसलिए इसको लेके नहीं गए। अगली बार तुम ही आना और तुम ही जिसको डिसाइड करना टीम है उसको लेके जाना। एक और, हु इज़ अ बेटर, आईबान और सुभाशीष? मॉडर्न डिफेंडर आईबान, because Subhashish have been playing regularly, so maybe you can count him as a very experienced defender and India international. Ayman is not India international, and but modern defender is Ayman is better if you're looking for modern style of football. Kerala Blaster boy, I have answered your question. Opinion on Northeast United coach and CEO Anshuman Datta. CEO के बारे में तो देखो opinion तो he's a Mannar has been a great one of the reason of the Bangalore FC success, you know, but the Bangalore FC model was tried to replicate it at Bharat FC also, by the way, which was failed terribly. So if they say think that they can do similar stuff with Northeast, maybe Northeast need a different strategy and different philosophy, not the Bangalore FC one. So I think that's what I always say, that because Bharat FC was built on the duplicate model of Bangalore FC and it failed completely. So Northeast might need their own model. They should not replicate the Bangalore FC model there. दादा आप बोल रहे थे शान प्ले 70 कंफर्म होने, या मैं बोल रहा था, अभी भी बोल रहा हूँ, बट अब नेशनल टीम कैंप भी चालू हो गया ना भाई, प्लेयर्स तो सारे वहीं हैं, तो वो उसका देखना पड़ेगा। What happened to FC Basel and Chennai City deal before COVID? They were purchasing stock in Chennai City FC. Chennai City FC ही बंद हो गया, and then deal वो उनकी deal majority depended on coming into ISL. सो चेन्नई सिटी एफ सी फिर चेन्नई एफसी के साथ बात कर रहा था मर्जर के लिए, सब कुछ के लिए, तो वो सारी चीज़ें आपस में कनेक्टेड थी एंड इवेंचुअली दोनों सब चीज़ें नहीं हुई। VAR लाइट इंप्लीमेंट क्या न्यूज़ है कि अभी विक्रम होरे, अभी AFF प्रेसिडेंट ने बोला था कि VAR मोबाइल वो लेके आएंगे, तो उसके बाद तो न्यूज़ अभी कुछ आया नहीं है भाई। मोहन बगान का कन्फर्मेशन कब आएगा भाई? लगेंगे 10-12 दिन यार अभी कम से कम मुझे लगता है। दादा ये हो गया, और भाई किसी के क्वेश्चन रहते हैं। बिबियानो देखते हैं क्या वीडियो अपलोड होने से पहले? यस 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 ट्रेनिंग वीडियोस, मैच वीडियोस, ही सीज इट, यस। एक बार गलती से पहले से अपलोड कर दिया था, तो ही हैज़ टू सी इट। So that's what I'm saying, not vlog, not the training session by Stuttgart team and everything, but where he is involved, he is doing the coaching, where India is playing games, we have to get approval from him, and which is a good thing. It's his team, so he has to decide. Why some clubs have a technical director, why remaining club not appointing technical for long-term future? Depending on, some clubs have the Indian assistant coach who do the technical director job also. So I think that's why they don't do it. What is the role of Raghu Iyer, Arjit Ghosh? ये सवाल मैं फॉरवर्ड कर दूंगा सात्विक सरकार को, कोलकाता से हैं, बता देंगे रघु आयर का क्या रोल है मोहन बगान सुपर जायंट में। अब सेव आउट शिवशक्ति एंड आशीष राय, वाई दे आर नॉट, आई एम सरप्राइज वाई बोथ ऑफ देम, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टच अपॉन दिस। आशीष राय शुड हैव बीन देयर, सो डज दी शिवशक्ति ऑल्सो। 31 मई के बाद सब कंफर्म होने लगेगा। यस आई थिंक जब ट्रांसफर विंडो ओपन होगी प्लस नेशनल टीम का कैंप थोड़ा कंप्लीट होगा तो प्लेयर थोड़े फ्री होंगे। आई थिंक एक ही ये भी रहता है कि नेशनल टीम के अभी दिस मैच विल नॉट वांट हिज क्लब्स हिज प्लेयर्स थिंकिंग अबाउट हिज देयर क्लब डील एंड एवरीथिंग राइट नाउ। इनकमिंग प्लेयर्स की पोजीशन, यार धीरतिमान गोगोई अभी तो स्टार्ट हुआ है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, थोड़े दिन रुक जाओ, आपको पोजीशन भी मिलेगा, आपको प्लेयर भी मिलेगा। डिड ईस्ट बंगाल वुमेन्स टीम कोच रिजाइन ड्यू टू इंसिडेंटल एंड वर्क प्लेस हैरेसमेंट? I read so. I am not confirming. I have to confirm that, Victor. I have to confirm. Any club for middle part of India like Madhya Pradesh? There were once used to be 2-3 clubs of Madhya Pradesh, but nothing right now as of now. विक्टर मोंगिल का यार अभी कंफर्मेशन लेके आऊँगा नेक्स्ट वीक। आशीष भाई, हार्दिक आया है क्या जर्मनी? नहीं यार, हार्दिक भी नहीं आया है। अंकुश जी आए हैं जर्मनी, इंडिया से। और हमारा एक थाई कलीग आया है, मार्क, वो जर्मनी आया है बिकॉज हमें लोग चाहिए थे जो रिकॉर्ड एडिट दोनों कर सकें। एंड एडिटोरियल टीम से तो कोई आया नहीं, और एक मैं आया हूँ, मुझे तो आना ही था, बिकॉज बॉयज़ को देखना था एक तो, एंड प्लस रिलेशनशिप, बिजनेस रिलेशनशिप हमारे हैं मेरे यहाँ पे, तो उनको स्टैब्लिश रखना था। तो इसलिए मैं इनका सपोर्ट देना है, बिकॉज टीम सबके सब ऑक्यूपाइड थी इंडिया में, तो मुश्किल हो पा रहा था वहाँ से चीज़ें हिलाना। मनोला टू एफ सी को डन डील, वाई अनाउंसमेंट इज लेइंग, हो जाएगा अनाउंसमेंट, आई थिंक इट शुड बी हैव टेक प्लेस वेरी सून। Should Punjab FC sign marquee player to make some noise? I think so. Maybe they should do it. Maybe they can bring like Harmeet Singh, Indian Punjabi origin player. Maybe they can bring him. I think that will be a great. They can do something like that. दादा को क्या लगता है, थापा आकाश आएगा क्या मुनमगन? देखो, थापा आकाश के चांसेस हैं, थापा क्या भी मैं कुछ बता नहीं सकता। थापा सेंटी लड़का है, मतलब ही इज मोर लॉयल टुवर्ड्स चेन्नई एफसी। विल ही लीव और नॉट, दैट्स अ मेजर डिसीजन राइट नाउ फॉर हिम टू टेक राइट नाउ। वाई वी ऑलवेज अनलकी इन ड्रॉ? एशियान को इसी गिफ्ट क्यों मिलता है? एशियान वाले मुझे लग रहा है ठंडी गर्म बॉल यूज़ करते होंगे, उनके लिए, हमारे लिए हमेशा ऐसी रैंडम डाल देते हैं। What do you think of China under 23? They are good team, China under 23 team, but I think we should be able to defeat if we play at our best potential with best players and best coaching staff. Like Arteta failing his former club where he performed well but can't do again because of his own former club. Against Pep, will Lubera fail with his same formula with new club? Chances हैं। गुरुदेव, आप नाम में गुरुदेव आपके तो। What is your opinion on East Bengal crowdfunding pros and cons? I think they should not need a crowdfunding. They should make a मैं बोला था, I have touched upon this last week. They should need to make a revenue source like merchandise, membership, and everything, which fans can take and that invest that money in the team instead of asking for chanda and crowdfunding. Personally, if you ask me, does any of under 17 impress their coaches or got scouted? Is there any chance on this group that don't play in Germany? Maybe in 5 years, we don't know, and we don't want to tell even if somebody is impress anybody because they have big championship in next 30 days. So I think, but yes, they are technically good. So let's see, how they do in the championship. That's important. और कुछ रहता है यार, इंडिया वर्सेस लेबनान मैच अलॉन्ग होगा ना भाई? कोशिश पूरी है, अब कहाँ हम होंगे वो देखना है, कहाँ से मैं वॉच अलॉन्ग कर पाऊंगा, पर कोशिश करेंगे आपके साथ देखने का, टेंशन मत लीजिए। वियतनाम टीम इज़ वेरी गुड, सी द हाईलाइट्स। कार्तिक, मुझे आप हो सके तो ट्विटर या इंस्टाग्राम पे लिंक भेज दें, 7 नेगी आशीष हाईलाइट्स का। दानिश, आपका जुड़ा भाई लग रहा है। डेनिस, सच में भाई, डेनिस, अच्छा डेनिस बहुत बढ़िया आदमी है, बहुत बढ़िया आदमी है डेनिस। मैंने बोला उसको तुम्हारे कमेंट को, देखो तुम्हें जुड़ा हुआ बता रहे हैं। आशीष, नॉर्थ ईस्ट कैन यूज मनी बॉल स्ट्रेटेजी विच गॉट सक्सेस ब्रेंटफोर्ड और सम आईएसएल क्लब? यस, आई थिंक शिलोंग लजोंग वाज द वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट इंडियन क्लब टू डू दैट money ball strategy. They did sold, I think in the draft they got around 2 crores of transfer fee at that time. Why would USFC signing 33 plus old players? Because Sergio Lovera wants them. He wants, and that's a risky. And Mumbai will be happy if they can replace these players very well, because these at this age group, the injuries, one injury and your season is over. So I think that's a risky which Odisha is taking. So let's see. इस सीज़न होगा, चैंपियंस लीग होगा सीज़न भाई, बिल्कुल होगा। तो न्यूज़ निकालो, वी आर लाइट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की जरूरत है इंडिया में भाई। जब एएफएफ के प्रेसिडेंट ने बात बोली थी उस टाइम पे न्यूज़ निकाली गई थी, खेलना पे आप सर्च करो गूगल पे मिल जाएगा। मैच का लिंक भेज देना कार्तिक। हाँ, एनी अपडेट ऑन गोवा? दे दी मैंने, अनिश राणे, आपको पीछे जाके देखना होगा। वहाँ पे रोडीज के ऑडिशन के ट्राई कर रहे हो क्या? अरे नहीं भाई, रणविजय रोडीज छोड़ चुके हैं, वो ऑडिशन देने के लिए नहीं आए थे, फुटबॉल के लिए आए थे। सो गाइस, थैंक यू वेरी मच। एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है भाई, बहुत सारे वीडियोज़ डाले हैं, मैच डे व्लॉग, मैच हाइलाइट्स 4K में, ट्रेनिंग सेशंस अंडर फॉरेन कोचेस, उनकी ट्रेनिंग प्रॉपर कंप्लीट सेशंस है वो, ठीक है। देन देयर इज इंटरव्यूज़ दोनों कोचेस के, अंडर 16 अंडर 17 स्टूडेंट कोचेस के, व्हाट दे टिक ऑल इंडिया। प्लीज़ जाके देखो, ठीक है, आप लोगों का सपोर्ट बहुत चाहिए। देखो 10,000 व्यूज़ तो मिनिमम करवा दिया करो वीडियोज़ में। यहाँ पे फिर जब वीडियो परमिशन मांगनी पड़ती है ना क्लब से कि फर्स्ट टीम का इंटरव्यू दे दो, अकेडमी का टूर दे दो, तो अच्छा नहीं लगता ना, उनको व्यूज़ दिखते हैं कि यार 10,000 तो आए कम से कम। तो थोड़ा सा प्लीज़, आई विल से कि प्लीज़ शेयर एंड वॉच दीज वीडियोज़। हम भी थोड़ा कोशिश कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, एंड आप लोगों का प्यार चाहिए। मैंने ऐसा नहीं बोला कि हरमीत सिंह इंटरेस्टेड, वो इंटरेस्टेड है। आई थिंक राउंड ग्लास पंजाब करना चाहिए। कत्सुमुची यूसा ने सोशल मीडिया पर बोला था कि ही विल कम टू इंडिया इन अगस्त, विच क्लब इज साइन, आई डोंट नो, आई हैव टू चेक, मैं चेक करके बताऊंगा आपको नेक्स्ट वीक. Yeah, and as Ashish Negi stands, and please support the video. And I think it's important because first, you guys said there's not enough content in Indian football. Now we are bringing highlights and all these content which was never to be seen in Indian football. So only thing I want from you guys, support. Please make sure your family, your friends, Indian football fans, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, Reddit, जहाँ है सब जगह फैला दो यार. इतना ही चाहिए आपसे. हम कोई मेंबरशिप लेने के लिए नहीं बोल रहे हैं, कोई सुपर चैट के लिए नहीं बोल रहे हैं. वी जस्ट वांट कि थोड़ी व्यूअरशिप इन वीडियोस पे आ जाए. एंड आई डोंट नो, यूट्यूब का भी सिस्टम समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. द एंगेजमेंट इज गुड इन द वीडियोस, द गुड लाइक्स, गुड कमेंट, बट दे आर नॉट रीचिंग इन द फार, यू नो, आई डोंट नो व्हाई. तो मैं ट्विटर वाला आंसर दे दूंगा अगर ट्विटर पे किसी ने कुछ भेजा है. तो वो क्यों नहीं जा रहे हैं पता नहीं, तो देखेंगे, यू नो. तो अब क्या करूं विक्टर थॉमर, अपने क्लब फैंस का शेयर करो, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में शेयर करो, रेडिट में शेयर करो, टेलीग्राम में शेयर करो, ट्विटर, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम में शेयर करो, और लोगों को लेके आओ देखने के लिए. दादा आपको ट्विटर में मैसेज किया था, आपने आंसर, मैं देता हूँ सुब्रता बनर्जी, अगर मैंने किया हुआ नहीं किया हुआ मैं देख के दे दूंगा आपको आंसर. Yes, Kumar Reddy, I know about Moneyball, and I know, as I said, Northeast should have done it. If we just touch the video, then it will count as one view. Yes, if you just touch one, that's a one view. If you come again and watch it again, that will count as another separate view. But comment, like, and sharing is important because that's give the engagement, and that's where the YouTube feels that this video should reach more people, and they start getting this video to be a different audience set. वो different set of audience पे नहीं जा रहा है, तो वो इशू है. भाई आप अभी जर्मनी में कहाँ पे रह रहे हो? भाई मैं जर्मनी में, हम ऑसबर्ग के क्लब के बिल्कुल पास एक होटल है, एंड होटल का नाम है एसगार्ड, जो थॉर वाले एसगार्ड है उनका होटल है, तो वहाँ रह रहे हैं अभी. तो व्यूअरशिप टॉप पे है तो जा रही है, पता नहीं क्या बोल रहे हो मिस्टर ये. Manolo Marcus features India coach. I think अब तो गोवा के कोच हैं. He will not become India coach, so can't say. Sergio Lobera doing Lobera रोजगार योजना से ओवरलोड टीवी. नाइस. आपका व्हाट्सअप नंबर चाहिए, मैं आपको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करूँगा. बड़ा सुब्रता बनर्जी, ट्विटर ज़्यादा तेज चलाता हूँ, व्हाट्सअप में फिर भी बहुत मैसेजेस रहते हैं. इफ़ यू सेंड ऑन ट्विटर दैट्स अ बिग, बिकॉज आई एम ऑलवेज एक्टिव ऑन ट्विटर. AFC चैंपियंस लीग ड्रॉ डेट, आई थिंक आई हैव टू चेक करेक्ट डेट. व्हाट इज दिनेश सिंह टू केरला ब्लास्टर, आई हैव टू चेक. पर नाउ आई थिंक मल्टीपल पीपल आस्क फॉर दिनेश सिंह, ध्यान रखूँगा अगली बार. I will check next time before coming. And I just said thank you very much. 326 likes, and I think I will see you again Thursday. But tomorrow match highlights. India is playing FC Augsburg. Big game here. Under 17 team, big match. Augsburg have fantastic facilities. I don't know. Maybe अगर मैं आपको दिखा पाया या नहीं दिखा पाया, hopefully disconnect ना हो जाए. Just give me 1 second. सो आई होप आप लोगों को दिख रहा होगा. सो ये इनकी वन साइड एक फैसिलिटीज़ हैं. सो दीज आर टू फुल, टू यू नो, two natural pitches. Then they have 5 or 6 small pitches, artificial, and then one artificial pitches. And other side of the building they have, and then they have, this is the canteen where the players have food and everything. Then there's a proper building here where you know, where clubs, their players stay also. 21 players from the under 16 team stay here. And you know, then the other side of the building where India is going to play, there's a mini stadium for academy. Then there's a hybrid pitch and a natural pitch also. So बहुत ही बढ़िया फैसिलिटीज़ हैं. तो इसका एकेडमी टूर वीडियो अगर आपको चाहिए तो हम ले आएंगे, you know, and plus, but you have to promise that, you know, you're going to get us those video, get those videos good views also. What happened to Mohammad? Mohammad was injured this season, that's why he didn't play. You know, and I think if we can get 50% of these facilities in every, even 30% of these facilities in every ISL club, then we can say that, you know, our football will go very quick. How to make other Indian interested in Indian national football team. बाकी लोग तो प्रीमियर लीग के सिवा कुछ नहीं जी सकते. Please guide me. I think watching games in the stadium is best way. You know, Ankush never seen Indian football. When he saw the Dortmund versus this game, he also became a crazy, you know. So I think वो चीज़ें स्टेडियम से देखने का एक्सपीरियंस होता है. So I hope साइड वाला को नहीं दिखा सकता क्योंकि उस साइड तो बिल्डिंग बंद है भाई. हम एक रूम में हैं तो उस तरफ जाना पड़ेगा बिल्डिंग के. पर ये 1/2 ऑफ द फैसिलिटीज़ हैं. और यहीं पे जहाँ हम रह रहे हैं जिस बिल्डिंग में टॉप में, यहाँ पे हॉस्टल है जहाँ पे इनके प्लेयर्स रहते हैं एंड खाते पीते हैं, अंडर 16 प्लेयर्स। तो वो भी आपको दिखा सकते हैं अगर आप लोग प्रॉमिस करोगे कि आप लोग अंकुश को दिखा तो मैं दिखा देता हूँ आप लोगों को। ये अंकुश काम कर रहा है, ये मार्क काम कर रहे हैं। तो बाकी बाकी अब आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में दिखाएंगे। तो आई थिंक यू नो तो tell about Chennai City. Chennai City they have sold their playing rights to someone, so the club is kind of done only. So so chalo guys, let's meet again in the next tomorrow's video with the highlights. And hopefully India will do well against FC Augsburg. India having a training session in next 1 hour, 4:30. They're coming back from the hotel to train. It's hot summer outside, so I think it's good facilities. So let's see. Thank you very much for saying. Last question: who is the Hyderabad investors? Those will be confirmed very soon. And I will see you guys again with the different set of video. Thank you very much.